Hello and welcome to my guide to IL. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not looking at ships or mechanics well, we are looking at mechanics, but none of that sort of fleet building stuff today. Instead, I'm going to show you something that you might not have noticed with the prospecting agreement, and that is that you can use it to top up your resource nodes, even your low level ones. So when you prospect one of the resource nodes, it will come up in your system and it will say that like it's discovered hidden or extra deposits in the resource zone, and yeah, it helps you top up your resources, which will be very handy like if you're at war or something and you've got big hives and you're trying to sustain lots of people off limited amounts of resources. You can keep them topped up for longer, as well as get extra points for your rewards at the end of the season as well, which if you do lots of prospecting you can get quite a lot of dawn points. So yeah, and sometimes I can't really show you here because I've just been unlucky and haven't been able to get a screenshot of it recently. But when you prospect, you can see it will show you a thing that pretty much says that your fleet or your mining ship has found some resources and is going to bring them back to base. It's never really much. It's not like millions like when you find hidden deposits that you can mine. It's usually just like a couple thousand metal or the equivalent of that sort of in crystal or deuterium. But yeah, it's just allows you to create or generate extra resources so that you can sustain yourself longer. Like you can see here, we've got 4 people at least, more now actually. We've got like 5, all surviving off just a few resource nodes, and a lot of them are fairly low level, but we're able to keep them going for significantly longer purely because like I can keep them topped up a little bit longer with my prospecting agreement. So if you're figuring out which one you want to choose, the other one, the neutralist agreement, that's pretty much revolves around you donating resources and ships to pirates. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but I'd rather just kill pirates to level up my ships personally, and this lets me spend some AP and UE coins to generate extra resources, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I strongly recommend this agreement. It's pretty useful. Topping up your resources is always pretty good, especially when they're not at abundance, and doing it as a side effect of trying to get points for rewards at the end of the season is just extra good, really, instead of, giving up your ships and command points and your resources to get the points. You're spending points to get resources, well, getting points to get resources, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, just wanted to bring that to the light if you never really noticed that. I've spoken to a few people who use the Prospectors agreement and they didn't notice it. And that's in addition, so that's like when you're prospecting resource nodes as well. You can prospect all the planets and stuff around the system, and all their orbits and that, which is also pretty cool. Like over here, you can see prospecting the orbits. You can prospect the planets and stuff. I've already done this one and one of the orbits over here. But yeah, it's just there in case you didn't really notice that. And maybe next season you can keep yourself sustained off less competitive areas of resources, because let's face it, no one really wants to get blown up repetitively over a fight for resources, or have to just not have good resource nodes. You can find a overlooked group of low level nodes and top them up when they start getting low and get yourself some points for it. So yeah, that's why I like the Prospectors agreement so much. I'll see you next time with some more guides to IL, talking about ships and mechanics and stuff. Have a good one and take care. See ya.